Welcome back, rollerblitters. Sorry for the audio. We're under an overpass. We're at a DIY park here that we call Under the Bridge. It's a cool little DIY. I've only been here once before. So if you were in our last video, we were testing out the 50/50 prime frames, but they were on the 2022 Brain Dead skates, which I mentioned in that video. Me and those skates don't vibe very well. So I'm on my Colts today, which I'm a lot more comfortable on, and I think I'll be able to give a lot more accurate opinion on what I think about the frames because I won't be fighting the boot. Anyway, I think Britta's gonna be here pretty shortly. Actually, I can see her way off in the distance over there. But she bought a new little grind box right here that I really want to do some like X-wings on. Definitely gonna get some of those in. But anyway, we're gonna be testing out these prime frames. Thanks again to Mean Jeans for letting me use. These are his frames he sent me. Thank you for letting me try these out. So again, if you aren't aware, metal cord prime frames with plastic outer. I got the Moonshine anti-rockers on here and the Moonshine sole plates. And shout out Dave with Wheel Scene. Anyway, let's get this skate on and let's get skating. If you like the video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, consider subscribing, and now let's start skating. All right, good session, good second session on the 50/50 prime frames here. I want to say thanks again to Mean Gene for letting me use your frames, for letting me unbox and get a first review on them. So thanks again. So how did it go? Well, having them on Colts, I did feel a lot more comfortable this time around, as expected, and it was a good session. To me, honestly, my overarching kind of opinion is that They feel like a stiffer, maybe a little bit more responsive Kaiser Fluid 4. I've been saying that kind of since I saw them originally. It's kind of nice that they have the one-sided hardware, because the Kaisers do not, at least not the ones I have. The groove is great, pairs up really well with the backslide groove, at least on here. I think it pairs up really well with backslide groove on most skates. Yeah, it felt really good, felt great. What's cool about these frames that other frames don't have this capability, and thank you for Ben Vanderhagen? Ben Vanderhagen, thanks for reaching out, because I should have mentioned this on the first video, but I didn't. But because these have an aluminum metal core here and a plastic outer, most of you, or many of you watching this may already know this, but you're not limited to just what 50/50 provides for these injection molded plastic outers. There's third-party kind of 3D printerers, like Justin Thursday and some others who can make like custom different outer sliders. I'll put some examples on the screen right here, but so that's kind of cool. Like you don't have that versatility or whatever you want to call it with other frames that don't have this metal core. And so that's a big plus on these frames for sure. They do feel, I don't know the weight on these, but they do feel like pretty hefty. They're not super light frames for sure. But again, that's a trade-off. For today, I did put in, actually I'm gonna grab them real quick. So for today, since yesterday, you know, basically the thing is with these riding anti-rocker, and a lot of you ride these flat, which I've learned in the comments, which is cool. I'll get to that here in a second. But riding anti-rocker already kind of sets you up to have pretty hard landings. And that only compounds by having a metal, effectively you're having a metal frame with plastic sliding characteristics. So there's a lot of shock. So I actually bought these dead shock absorbers, which are super cheap. Shout out JDA79 for reminding me to get these, but I popped these in my Colts today just to try to mitigate some of that shock. Not that I was gonna jump off anything significant today, and I didn't, of course. Took a couple good slams today, and that was unfortunate, but that comes with the territory, right? So I did pop those in here. I didn't notice a huge difference. I did notice, I think to be honest, it just kind of neutralized. It sort of just offset the stiffness of the metal core here. So it wasn't like I was, you know, reinventing the wheel or anything. I think it just sort of neutralized some of that effect to a degree. So it was good. I think I'm gonna leave those in there for sure. Okay, I think that's pretty much it on my second impression. I thought they were great. And I'll make sure to link to everything I talked about in this video down in the description below, so make sure to go check that out. If you did like the video, please give it a thumbs up. Consider subscribing to the channel for more roller booting content. It helps get rollerblading out to more people here on YouTube. And with that, roller booters, we'll see you in the next video. I am gonna set these up flat. I will say that before we get off. I'm gonna set these up flat, and I'm gonna make a next video, another video skating these flat, because a lot of you skated these flat and asked me what my opinion was on skating them flat. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'll set them up flat. That will be on one of the next videos, so stay tuned for that. Make sure to subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video. Take care.